Oh no. Is my mic even on? I don't even know. But yeah, who cares? I don't even know my mic is on. Oh well. I should probably do like probably have like another not change to like a wide angle camera. Maybe it's more fun. It's true. It's true. So dark. Is it like don't want this one? Page of with an additional page of what? Additional page of hi, please see attached revised with an additional page of what did I just do? I revised it, so I need to additional page of assembly guide. Renderings. Best. And so nice. So professional. Such a professional email I just sent out. Wonderful. Can we even play some music? Let's see. No. Let's see. Professional music. I don't know how to figure this out. I have no idea how to stream, by the way. I figured that if I start just streaming enough, I will eventually understand more about it, understanding the nuance of streaming. See, I don't even know if my microphone is on or not. I guess as far as I know, it's probably not even on. Edit. Oh well. Well, maybe I'll figure it out next time. Let's see. Okay. So I just made a foam cactus CNC file for somebody. Let's see what's next. What else do I have to do? What do I need? Who needs help? Let's see. What did I say yesterday? Let's see. Stoke. I worked on a weed shop. Pretty cool. And what did I say yesterday? What did I say I was gonna do? Fuck. Let's say, Chloe, and then okay. I know what needs to be done. I need to work on. How do I check if my camera is on? If my mic is on or not? I don't know if it's on. Yeah, it's just. I don't know. Hello? Hello? Oh well. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is working on a project A Chloe, it's a clothing brand. Chloe Soho. They need some. What do they need to do? What do they need help with? Let's see. Chloe and Soho. They have some. They want to make some modification to their storefront displays. So um, I need to make some drawings for them as guides. So let's see. Yep. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up. Someone did a write up on what they needed, and I'm gonna take a look at that. I'm gonna modify the current drawings into what they're asking for. Let's see. From the client. The bus forms are 170 centimeter and 175 centimeter. European probably. From the platform. Remember, we're putting. Remember, I was not at a meeting. Remember, we're putting shoes under bus forms. Wow, not so nice on you. So they can be the same height as the windowsill platform. Also, can we see how the serpent podium will look in the window? We could use the placement of window frame for reference on the front view, as it looks that the length could be extended. See more renderings below and reattaching CAD drawings for your reference. Attached are the store facade and window dimensions. Okay. Thanks, Fernanda. Okay. Um, I guess. Well, this is from. This is an email that was sent to the sales representative, and I have to decipher. I have to decipher what they mean by that. Okay, so well, I have to call. I called them, but it's easier to decipher. I don't feel like calling them. So the bus forms are 170 centimeter and 175 centimeter from the platform. Okay. Oh, oh, I see. Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So it's just a miscommunication. It's only a miscommunication. Um, so what happened was that let's see. What happened was that we have these mannequin with no legs, and they are suspended from the ceiling, and instead of raising it above the podium which we were building, the salesperson thought that it's measured from the ground. So now we just have to raise up the mannequin up 175 or 170 centimeter as they asked for, and that's about it. And they wanted to put shoes on those podiums, so essentially where the feet would be, but then the mannequin has no legs, so that's where the shoes are going to be. It's going to look like that. It's going to look like that. The mannequins are wearing shoes, even though the mannequin has no shoes. But yeah, um, yeah, that's the kind of stuff we go through. Um, okay, 170. 175. Okay, so this is incorrect. We put 180 centimeters, so we're gonna have to move that down by 5 centimeter. Okay. I I'm so I didn't even know my chat was hidden. I can't even see anything. I just noticed that people actually left comments. But yeah, thanks. Oh, the my camera quality is actually good. Yeah. I hooked up I hooked up a pretty good DSLR, like a mirrorless DSLR. Um, hooked up a DSLR, and it's actually so if you just use any DSLR with even just like a kit lens, even if it's like a cheap lens, you can get really high quality. That's all you need to do. And then they sell these. You don't even have to go 4K on these like connectors to the computer because 4K they just it's actually really difficult to the files are so big after you transmit 4K and recording it, it's just not realistic to store any of the 4K media onto your computer. And to even to edit it, you probably need like a beast of a machine, and it just costs too much and takes too long. And then if you have to upload the file to YouTube, it just doesn't make sense. And nowadays, I mean, I have a 4K TV at home, and I'm watching the 4K videos on like or like HD video on a 4K TV. I cannot tell the difference. Um, and if you can actually notice the HD, if you can distinguish between the HD or the 4K video on your TV, you probably are not watching the show. You're focusing on the image and not the plot line of the video. So that's my logic. So I think if anyone wants to make video, I think just like HD is plenty good. Like people are gonna watch videos on phones anyway. And they sell these little. You don't have to get like one of those. Uh, I spent like way too much money on this thing called I think it's called the. Oh God, I just moved my media connector. It's like the video card that connects your camera to. I spent way too much money. It's like 200 or $300, but then that you can connect your like video game like PS3, PS4, or PS5 onto it. But then that's way too much money. They actually sell these on Amazon that cost $20 that you can do like you just connect it through a USB to your DSLR, and then that's it. That's all you need. $20, and get like a mirrorless or like any Sony mirrorless that's like the Alpha 6 400 or something, and get like a kit lens. That's you can just get really good video quality from that, or even use your phone. If you have like any newer phones, it's the quality is just superb these days. It's bad time to be a photographer these days. That's what I think. You can just literally you could just get you could just take a photo from a phone, and it could be almost it's hard to tell if it's taken from like a really expensive camera or just a regular phone. And my prediction on the future of photography is that um, I think eventually they're gonna have an AI that can just take a regular phone. So if you take like and then just turn it into a DSLR looking quality photo, that's what I think is gonna happen. Um, it's like if you so like I think they're gonna have like be able to you could just like pick your camera. So you would just take like a low quality, even like a super low quality phone from like like really old phone, and you just run it through an algorithm. I think that's what's gonna happen. You could just like pick. Oh, I want to turn this into like a Leica whatever 1.4 aperture photo, and you just run it through an algorithm, and then it does that. I bet there's something they're working on right now. Probably Adobe. If they're not, they should. But then that's gonna happen. Like, I mean, that's gonna take a bunch of jobs. Like, take the photographers' jobs. Um, I mean, it's. I don't even know. It's, how do you make a living of becoming a photographer? It's just so hard. It's so competitive. Like, anybody could just grab a camera um, and take photos. I think that's unfortunate. Like, back in the days, you actually have to develop the photo. Uh, right? Like, you have to develop the photo. You can't really see your photos right away on the screen. You don't know what photo you just took. So you actually have to be really good. But nowadays, you can literally edit it on the phone or take like 1,000 photos. I mean, you take 1,000 photos and you actually use like 5 photos. That's right. Like, you're gonna get, if you take 1,000 photo, you're probably gonna get 5 really good photos. So yeah, that's what I think about photography. I mean, I think it's a good side job if you get paid. Um, if you get paid well doing photography, great. But I think it's a difficult profession. Maybe I don't know. Maybe just that I don't know how to make money from photography. Maybe I'm dumb, but maybe maybe not. Maybe it is. I mean, I think I'm right. I think it's difficult, but don't. I'm not saying don't do it, but uh, maybe I suck at it. Maybe some other people who are super, just very good at, super talented and very good at marketing themselves, they can become photographers. Um, 5 centimeter. Okay, so I gotta going back to work now. I gotta, let's see, 5 centimeter. It's what happened. This is the problem with working with non. Actually, this is not a problem. This is a problem in the U.S. We use inches and imperial. These people are probably from UK or Europe. 5 centimeter. I have to convert it every time. I kind of, maybe I should memorize it, but it's easier with Google. I just convert it. 5 centimeter, 2 inches. What is that? Yeah, it is 2 inches. Okay. Let's see. So now I gotta move these mannequin down 2 inches. Let's see. Okay. Make them happy. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right, going back to the photography stuff, I think for a while I kept saying, "Oh, DSLR or mirrorless are better than iPhones," because you actually like a DSLR, you actually need like a physical space within the camera um, to take photos, because you need enough distance, and you need enough distance between all the lenses in the lens, um, in order to produce like in order to refract light to create these bokeh, or to take like nice photos. But I was not thinking about AI. I was wrong. Um, right. So um, yeah, it's just all they have to do. I believe soon they'll be able to just run a crappy photo through an AI algorithm, and you can just turn that into a DSLR quality photos. Um, let's see. I gotta focus up now. Hold on a second. This is confusing. 170 centimeter, 2 inches. What is that? What is this meter? 66. Okay. All right, fine. 67. Yeah. Oh, let's see. To the top of the mannequin. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, I've been this. I think what I'm gonna do, I think making videos for YouTube is it's not hard, but it's just sometimes it can be very time consuming. It's like editing. I think recording is not too bad, but and like writing and knowing what to record. Sometimes I don't even write. I think that saves a lot of time, but editing just takes a long time, and I just it's and it's not really it doesn't really take that long. I think maybe it's just because I don't have that much time anymore, um, which is fine. Um, but yeah, like, but I also don't want to. I don't know. I'm not really a live streaming person. I don't want my life to be depending on live streaming. That'd be pretty painful. It's like this. Like I think live streamers do not get any break at all. That's why it's just you really can't take any break. Like when do people watch? What? Oh, thank you. Have a great day. Oh, thank you. You too. Have a great day, man. I'm trying. I'm trying to have a great day. I'm working from home. It's Friday, isn't it? Is it Friday? No, it's Thursday. Okay, yeah. Tomorrow will be great. Uh, yeah, live streaming is gonna be tough. Like, think it's just you can't take any break if you people forget about you. They just follow. It's just like if you stop live streaming. Yeah, I know, right? Where are you? So close. It's almost tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, live streaming is tough. Like you, people watch live streams on weekends too, so you got to live stream. It's tough. Uh, I don't know. I think YouTube. We'll see. I'm still trying. There's no reason to quit YouTube. Like I don't know if you've seen if you watch YouTube like in the past maybe year or 2 years, maybe 2 years ago, there's like a bunch of people. You'll see a bunch of people with thumbnails that says "I quit." That kind of annoys me a lot. It's such a clickbait. It says, "Oh, I quit," and then you're gonna click. It'll be like a 15-minute video, and then you click into it, and you'll find out that the person is not quitting, and then they actually probably just they're gonna. It's like they're gonna announce something else that they're doing with the channel, or like, "Oh, psych, you click on this. I'm not quitting." Like, I think out of all the social media, I think YouTube is uh, the the algorithm is the most friendly one. I think with YouTube is that like you I don't think you probably get take some punishment, but if you stop creating for a while on YouTube, you don't really get. I don't think you get too much punishment from it. I think you can just like it'll pick it right back up. I think people probably forget about you on YouTube, but if you just start making video again, I think it'll pick it up pretty quickly. Um, but then if you're like on Instagram or TikTok, especially, they're pretty unfriendly. Like I think I think Instagram is probably like the worst in my opinion, especially if you notice the algorithm and then they're pushed to like if you scroll through Instagram, you'll see it used to be like every once in a while you get a sponsor content like a ad. Now it's like every and then after a while you scroll through three posts, you'll get one ad. Uh, and then now it's like you get two ads in a row after you scroll through three posts. Um, and then a lot of ads are just doesn't make sense. It's just somebody taking a selfie on the ad. It's just like, why did you pay? And then all you can think about is like you look at that those ads, it's like, why did you pay Instagram so you can promote your selfie? Are you trying to sell like if somebody were to try to sell something or it's like, oh, go to my podcast, oh, go buy this crap or something. I was like, okay, I get it. I get you. You're pretty it's transparent that you're paying ads on your Instagram and then you're trying to sell me something. Fine, that's I get it. But then if you're just like somebody trying to like some just a selfie, it's like, oh, what a you and then like with the motivation quote or something, just like, oh, I yeah, like I don't know. I don't even know any of the lingo, but yeah, it's doesn't make sense. But my point is that if you have Facebook or Instagram that's trying to sell you ads to be promoted or to be to get more people seeing your posts or your video or your reels or whatever, it's not in the best interest to help you promote. They would probably limit your reach to other people. So until you pay, and I'm not just saying it. I mean, I'm not getting like I'm definitely like on my Instagram. It's just I already know it's just it's not getting a lot of reach. Like it's I don't. I mean, I don't maintain it. I don't try to post regularly. Of course, it's not gonna get on the promotion rank, but um, it's just also like I don't. And then my friend who owns business who mostly sells stuff on Facebook slash Instagram. It's run by the same people, so I assume the algorithm's similar. He's saying that he can see that he has certain amount of follower, but only a handful of people are actually getting whenever he posts something, only a handful of people are seeing his post. And then you have to pay in order for those people to more people from his followers to see those posts. So like this is kind of just you're kind of holding them hostage in at this point. So I think the Zucks I just don't think Facebook and Instagram are the way is of doing business not friendly. I think their algorithm are just not friendly. They try to hold your followers hostage until you pay to get views. I think they probably do like, and then there's just like kind of the pun like the idea of punishing you for not posting daily. Like you see people posting daily, and then they'll actually apologize to say, "Oh, sorry for not posting for a while." Uh, and then like it's like having a they have a gun to their head. It's like the algorithm like they worry about the algorithm punishing them for not posting. I mean, it's just not good for your psyche. So I think, yeah, honestly, well, TikTok, um, not a not a fan of TikTok for uh, I mean for whatever. I mean, the reasons out there. I mean, it's just whatever reasons you can find online. I just don't. I'm not a maybe because I'm older. I don't like TikTok. Yeah, so I think that's yeah yeah I think YouTube does have the best algorithm, most fair algorithm, and uh, on top of that, they actually pay you, right? Like they actually pay you. They pay you. They probably not well, but they actually pay you. Um, Instagram, no. TikTok, not really. And there's another thing about TikTok. So if you were used, if you use, like, I used TikTok for a little bit just to try it out. And at the time, I think it's around the time when they tried to break into the US. So I think the strategy of these social media platform is that they'll make it at the beginning when they first launch as a promotion. They'll tweak the algorithms so that you get famous very quickly, and then so they need to have famous people who are making or seem to be making a lot of money from the platform, and then it's like I don't know how many years, 4 5 years or 3 years ago when TikTok first introduced to the US, and then you start seeing these like TikTok millionaire, or maybe they're millionaire for a few years, and then people see that to be like, oh, I want to be like that. It seems very easy to be famous on TikTok, so that's when people start signing up for TikToks and try to creating content for their platform. And some of them do get famous. I remember when I first started using TikTok, I just posted some random clips, and like I know the video is not that good. It's kind of boring. It's kind of crap, and it's getting like thousands or way. It's getting way more views than I think it deserved. Like it's getting way more views and likes than I think it deserved on TikTok. Honestly, it's not that good. And then yeah, I was like, damn, this is weird. Like I'm getting followed too much on TikTok. I'm getting too many views. I'm getting too many likes. It's not that good. I just some junk videos of like I think it was like I did like a cell phone footage of a El Gaim, and I just say, oh yeah, this is from the video game. This is like from El Gaim. Uh, and then some kid, like a 10-year-old kid, was like, what's that? Is that a transformer? I was like, no, and then it was just too hard to explain. But yeah, El Gaim, it's from 1982. It was a predecessor of Gundam Zeta to some spiritual predecessor of Gundam Zeta or blah 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 blah, whatever. Anyways, yeah, TikTok, and then now like it's just like they don't. I don't think TikTok people actually make money. I don't think Instagram people do. Does any is any Instagram people like? Do they actually make money? Am I missing something? Am I am I putting money on the table? Do like it's so funny. Yeah, it's okay. All right. I ramble too much, honestly. Like when the reason it takes so long to edit video is because I just start rambling, and I don't know. Maybe I should start like keeping. I started trying to keep the rambling part um in the videos just to see how it does. I don't know, but yeah, it takes some time to edit all those BS out. I just started like talking about. It's like clicking through Wikipedia page where you just see something that like I just like that's how it works in my head. I thought of something and then I start talking about that subject and then it leads to something else and I just start rambling and nonstop talking. And guess what? Now I'm not doing work. I just spent the last 30 minutes rambling. Wow, this person is waiting for me to do to calculate how high they should hang their mannequins in Soho, New York City. Otherwise, they won't be able to sell any. What did they sell? What does Chloe sell again? They sell clothes. Yeah, they need me to do this front elevation of how high they should hang their mannequins. You know, they want to see, they want to know where they can put their shoes. So then when people walk by, it can see the shoes and potentially buy them. Right? That's what I need to do right now instead of rambling. Let's see. All right, let's go back to real work. Or no. That's just work. Just work. Okay. I read the emails like 3 times because sometimes they don't know what they're saying. They also rambling, but in emails. But I just gotta read it multiple times to make sure I'm getting all the stuff. Uh, let's see. We could use the placement of the window frame for reference. Oh man, these guys are kind of annoying. Let's see. How do you like? How do you even like? How do you like comments? Let's see. Do I just double click on? Can you like comments? I don't even know. I can report it, but there's no reason to. Is that I can pin it? Uh, oh, I can have mods. Yeah, I just get my friends to go through my comment section of my videos. So if they see something weird, they just remove it. So I don't even have to see it. It's weird. Like it's weird for people to leave like offensive comments in videos. I just thought it's like, what are you doing at the time? You're gonna watch some video about Gundam and get mad about it, and then you want to leave a comment. That's so weird. I guess people do that. Okay, it's just hard for me to imagine. They get so mad. They're like, it's so funny. It's so funny to read those comments too. There's a guy. I remember one of them. I remember one guy tried to get me to pronounce Titans, and then it was like pleading. He got mad at first, and then later he started pleading me to pronounce it like Titans instead of Titans. He started begging, but then he got mad again. And I was just like, dude, if I see you on the streets, you're the kind of person I would just like avoid. Like in my head, like when you read like bad comments, it's like when you get down, like you walk down the street, you see someone like just like angry person screaming about random shit. Like that's what happens. It's what it's like to read bad comments. You're just like, all right, I'm gonna avoid you. And another thing is it's what is this? I think another thing about social media comments is it's a thing called confirmation bias. I think that's what it is. Any chance if I will be streaming on Twitch as well? I think I'll try. But I've been I need to look into it. I just it's like I don't know. Like is Twitch dying or something? I've been seeing videos of Twitch dying and people moving to YouTube. I do whatever is easy. Yeah, oh, okay. Multi people do multi stream lately. Yeah, I need to figure that out. I think it's just not. Maybe I shouldn't. I might as well. Right? If I do multi stream, I think there's got to be a way that I can stream on YouTube and stream at the same time. So they will stream on YouTube, Twitch, sometimes Kick. Oh, okay, Kick. Okay, I've heard of Kick. Kick, mainly because they're main the title sponsor of the Sauber F1 team. Kick, the green color. Yes, yeah, maybe I'll do it. I just never tried streaming. Maybe it's less work. Maybe it's more work streaming. Yeah, I think right. Like I've been in my head. I kept like in the past. Like I was on hiatus for a little bit just because I wasn't busy. But I was thinking about making more videos. But it's in my head. But I just never had time to do it. But maybe streaming is easier. The Gunpla community on Kick isn't as big yet, but the actual UI for Kick is similar to Twitch. I think I haven't seen Kick yet, but just looking at some of these videos talking about how Twitch is dying, I think that could be like Kick could be it. Like somebody should make a better platform for streaming. Yeah, maybe Kick could be another. I think there's gonna be a demand for a live streaming platform. I just Kick, yeah, like Twitch. If you see some of the stuff that the Amazon is doing, I think Amazon bought Twitch, right? Yeah, if you see some of the stuff Amazon's doing, they're not really taking care of it. And YouTube is kind of just what's YouTube doing? I mean, I guess YouTube we just kind of expanded their live streaming, but I guess we'll see. I mean, might as well. If people, that's gotta be a software. I think that's what people do, and then they just go like streaming onto multi platforms. Might as well. Yeah, I don't. Do is it? Are those fun to watch? Like if those people, those Gundam people building, maybe I think maybe playing Gundam video games might be more fun. Like if I were to do a live stream, I would probably do like a Gundam video game and not like building. I think like building is more like ASMR. People only say Twitch is doing bad lately because of things like South Korea streamer getting kicked. They're gonna go into kick, getting from like being kicked from Twitch and then go to kick. Is that why they name it kick? From the platform and using other stream site like CHZZK. Okay, yeah, like I guess so. I guess so. I mean, I guess they're so. That's what I kind of think as well. If like on Twitch, if like if you're on Twitch and then people start talking bad things, maybe like depends on how many Twitch streamers, probably millions of Twitch or hundreds of thousands of streamers out there, and then you just only focus on the bad part. There's gonna be some bad parts, but maybe there are a lot of good parts. So yeah, but CHZZK is strictly a Korean streaming site, and it still has issue if you're outside. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't think I'll ever break into the. Good luck. I don't think I'll ever break into the Korean the Korean streaming site. It's gonna be tough. I don't think they have any interest in any whatever I do. The Gunpla community in Korea is good. Oh yeah, they yeah, you're right. The Gunpla as on Instagram, some of the Korean builds are quite crazy. Like they don't doesn't the Korean people have like a feud with Japanese, and then like it's just how good Gunpla is. Like they're willing to forget the years of hatred from the past, and then they willing to ignore that and love Gunpla. Uh, that's interesting. Uh, although I think the hate of Korean and Japan it's like it's on like people just say that, um but like on a business like on a level of business, I think there's actually they don't care about that. I don't know why people they still talk about hate of Japan and Korea, but like if you look at a lot of like big companies like Lotte or like instant noodle, like some food companies or other companies, like at that level, nobody's talking. When you talk about money, no one is really talking about the history and the hate between Japanese and Korea, which is I think is interesting. Like it's just something that people talk about. It's weird. It's weird. Like when it comes down to business, they don't care. They forget about it all. The Gunpla community in Korea is crazy big. You should make a video talking about the Shizuoka hobby show announcement. I should. Uh, there's some interesting releases like the R. Like I actually like the RG Akatsuki. I remember seeing that. Sure, the RG RX-78. I should make a video about that, but it's like I when I see like people make a video, it's kind of like chasing the news. Like chasing the news is too much. It's like as soon as the news, I gotta be like, oh shit, I gotta make a video right now. It's kind of I don't know. I'll make it. I should make a video, but it probably won't be on right away. I like talking about the news, but then at the same time, it's just not like it's too much stress. I don't know if it's stress. Maybe not stress. Maybe I just make video on news, like even like a few days later, and just like forget about the view counts. Who cares about the view counts? I'm just gonna make a video. Yeah, like the animosity between South Korea and Japan is a historical thing. Yeah, mainly from the Japanese military thing. Yeah, they definitely Japanese definitely did some terrible things. And then when brought up, the Japanese government yeah, they are really bad at that. They the Japanese people, the Japanese government definitely try to erase that from the history. Like um, the rape of Nanking, even that, like that's definitely not. I don't think they apologize or admit to it. Like by apologizing, you're kind of admitting to it. So then they definitely not apologizing if they don't admit to it first. Honestly, though, it's the older generation that holds a grudge to the whole situation. Yeah, I think the older generation do. They definitely do. Um, yeah, I think they definitely do that. It's just yeah, it's not worth talking about it, but at the same time, you shouldn't erase that history. It happened. You do have to talk about. I think it's really important to talk about those bad things that happened in the past. You do have to. You cannot erase it because then people forget about it. Like people, and then it's just gonna repeat again because that seems to be. If you get someone who has like a good leadership that's not a good person, it'll happen again. It would be nice if it was properly and formally addressed. So, but obsessing about it is holding back the countries from progress into the future. Yeah, it's yeah. That's what I think. That's what I think. Like if you have like big businesses, they just ignore it. They just don't talk about it, and they just like say like. And in fact, I believe a lot of them just like they even some Korean people even have like Japanese names. Um, I'm not. If I believe they do, and yeah, I think they just ignore it. Like I haven't looked it up. I think Lotate is either Korea or Japanese, but I'm gonna look it up. Is it is it Jap? Lotate is Korean. Yeah, they're huge in Japan. Yeah, they're huge in Japan. They have their own like fast food chain, and uh, yeah, I think that's something. I don't have a solution for these kind of stuff though, but I just think the situation is it's kind of interesting. It's weird. It's kind of weird, right? Like why are they doing that? But there's a subsidiary in Japan, from what I understand. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just so much to unpack. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, I do enjoy their food and restaurants. Honestly, uh, Laura. Okay, all right. I got an email. Can you please help me mock up a pop up tent with a floral pattern? Okay. Love Shack. Okay, what is this screenshot below? Okay. Yeah, these kind of stuff it's good to talk about, and it's like I think history should not be forgotten, but it's you do need to like these kind of stuff. Yeah, it needs to be addressed. Uh, it cannot be forgotten just so it wouldn't so it cannot be so it wouldn't repeat again. It's important. Uh, but then it's not worth like dwindling on it. Those are damn the backlog pile. Oh god, the backlog pile. Damn that backlog. It's like borderline hoarding. I think it's not healthy. Like I think I was just like between taking care of my son and all that stuff. It just it I probably have like become a little bit more stressed, and then I start looking online and just find stuff like, oh, this is good, this is on sale, this is gonna be on sale, gotta it's gonna get more expensive later, so maybe I should buy it now, right? That's what happens in US, right? But I should be saying anything since backlog is yeah, your backlog basement. Dude, gotta watch out for humidity. I don't know where you live, but you gotta watch out for humidity. Uh, I kind of worry about like the back all the way in there, like in that corner. Um, what's gonna happen there? If you start growing mold, that would be terrible. I'm gonna have to throw it all out. Yeah. You gotta watch out that the basement backlog basement. Yeah, this the problem. I'm not a huge fan of the state of buying Gundam these days. It's like ideally I would like to keep the backlogs in the stores, which means I'll buy it only when I want it. That's the ideal situation. I'll just buy it when I want it, or like when I was younger, I just go to the store and buy it and find something that I want to buy. But nowadays, it's like you worry about like people try to like sell it at a higher price, and now or like they raise the price for no reason and run out of stock. Now I have to buy it before it goes up in price. Humidity isn't an issue with my basement. It's a fully finished, and the house is temperature control. Oh, perfect. Yeah, backlogs can be. It's I'm just I was like thinking, oh, maybe I'll make a video on maybe some of these model kits. I was like, oh, this I would buy it to think, oh, maybe this is a cool model kits to build online, but then I don't build it, and then that's a problem. Oh, for sure, the worry of FOMO and scalper price. Yeah, it's right. Like I wouldn't even like that's a reason I don't really buy a lot of the main character model kits because they would just you can still they'll always be around, but then if you it's like some weird bad guy model kits or like the ugly model the mobile suits you should buy it now, otherwise it'll cost a lot of money to get later because they don't release it again or it become peep on that new purchase that keep to a minimum. Yeah, I gotta. It's one of those things where I'm really not a fan of the pre-order. Like I think pre-order is definitely get you FOMO. They figure that out. They figure that out. They're really taking advantage of these the hobby collectors. I don't even think I'm a collector. I think I'm more of a hoarder. Like collectors actually, I think the difference between a collector and a hoarder is that collectors actually have like a really nice display. So like when you go to like a museum or art gallery, you have like these beautiful displays. Like everything is spaced out. There's plenty of room. It's air conditioned. It's got lights on these displays. Those are the collectors. But like this kind of stuff is just like hoarding. Like when you just like throw stuff in a corner. That's I think it's kind of fun, but to some degree, I think I gotta stop right here. I gotta stop right here. The scary thing is that non-P Bandai and non-Gundam based kits are now pretty much limited edition of how quick things. Yeah, you know what? Like that's I think there's like like with P Bandai, like that kind of pre-order stuff. Yeah, there's like two things, two ways you can deal with it. Is that you just like go ahead and pre-order every single one of the P Bandai, or you just go fuck it and just like take it and just don't buy it at all. And which is I'm taking the second path, or maybe if I'm gonna work out in my head to think that I might as well buy it from a scalper for a little bit more expensive later because the energy that I'm spending on deciding whether to buy this or pre-ordering this, the opportunity cost is not worth the extra price I'm paying the scalper. So that's kind of how I worked out in my head. Like at this point, I just stop. Like I look at P Bandai, I work on that mental muscles where I could just like look at P Bandai and just be like, okay, right. If I don't get it, it's fine. And they're kind of really taking and also I'm getting kind of mad, right? Like you kind of get pissed. Don't you get pissed about it? Like when you see like they're clearly taking advantage of people in this case, right? Like they're gonna sell you. They're just gonna P Bandai some random weapon nowadays. Like it's like it's DLC, right? It's DLC. Rarely I will buy. They like eventually at some point, if people keep buying from P Bandai, they're just gonna give you a model kit with no weapons. And if you want weapons, you have to buy. If you want, you want beam saber, you want a rifle. If you want any weapons, you're gonna have to buy P Bandai. right? It's gonna be $5, but it's annoying. Rarely I will buy kits to resell later, but it's mainly so I can save money on the side and also use towards building my personal must-have kits. Yeah, I really don't think I don't think Bandai is like model kit like Gundam kits is definitely not resell friendly. It's definitely not. I don't think I see some people online that they try to resell their kits. You're definitely not getting the price back. You're not getting your price money's worth from reselling kits. Maybe, but it's it's the kits are big. You're taking a lot of storage, so you got to think about paying for storage and shipping. Shipping is more now, and also Bandai, they don't give a crap about the resellers because the money that resellers make, don't make money from the resellers. So what they just gonna, as soon as they decided to announce that they're gonna re-release the model kits that you thought is gonna be rare, as soon as they re-release it or they come up with like a 3.0 or 4.0, then the price drops immediately. Like some maybe if you go to like Hot Toys, I don't know, Hot Toys, like those companies, they kind of hold up to like they only release things once. Maybe 3.0, like 3A, 3.0. I think those companies, they actually sometimes they re-release it, but most of the time they don't, because that's how you get people to pre-order it, right? But Bandai, they don't give a crap. They'll say, "Oh, this is limited edition on P Bandai," and then later, like a year later, you'll be like, "Oh, it's being re-released again. Like, why did I buy it and try to resell it?" Funny thing, you mentioned weapon recently. Yeah, yeah, I saw it. Is it P Bandai? Is the weapon? Is the weapon P Bandai? I saw a picture of it. I didn't see if it's P Bandai. I bet it's P Bandai, right? Like the hammer and the bazooka. What the? You got you gotta sell the bazooka now. If I buy anything with the intention to resell, I listed at least two. Yeah, you gotta 2 times, 3 times of what I paid. I think that's fair considering some scalper would. Yeah, uh yeah. I don't think this. I think scalper. It's fair. It's the only reason scalper exists is because the supply is not enough, right? Like they're purposely not releasing enough model kits. Like they're not gonna scalp something that you can just buy. Like you don't have to worry about not having. So the scalper is created by the company. For me, I mainly resell through eBay, so I have to consider eBay fee. Yeah, eBay fee and shipping. Like people don't like to pay for shipping, but I think model kits maybe. But you sell things better with a free shipping. Yeah, add on RG. I hope. I honestly, I think P Bandai is just it's maybe they're making a lot of money from it, but also I think they probably make a lot of money in Asia as well. Like there's like on Instagram, whenever people buy something or they pre-order something, they put a picture on Instagram to show that they pre-ordered it, and then a lot of people are pre-ordering, and they're doing lottery. And I mean, Japanese people love that. They love the pre-order. I don't think they're not releasing enough. I think the thing is, Gunpla has been so popular. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I think the Bandai's foray into the Chinese business, the continent of China, and officially releasing model kits in China and also in US, just like the demand skyrocketed. Like not even probably not by percentage, but just like the amount of people, because they're so big. China is so big, or US is so big. Like just like a small percentage of people getting into Gunpla, is the demand is going to overwhelm. I mean, they're still going to try to keep all these model kits made in Shizuoka, right? So that's I think they at first like they run out. They just the demand so high, and also I think the pandemic also drove that up. And yeah, that's true. Like the demand is so high during pandemic. That's when I think that's when P Bandai peaked, and they got a little cocky, right? They got overconfident, and they start selling even more pre-order shit. I don't think they're not releasing. From speaking with some Gunpla business owners, distributors are having a struggle to get stock. Yeah, it's I think during the pandemic, if you start doing I don't think the Gundam business is easy. it seemed fun. Like when I was young, I wanted to sell Gundam. I think I was like, oh, why don't I? That'd be great. I get to build it, but you don't smoke your own supply. You don't smoke your own supply. I think the margin are pretty small. Like I think what is it? Like you buy it for like 20% off from I think it's 20% or 15% from Bandai. I guess I'm guessing that it's depending on how much you order from Bandai. And then you probably sell it for right, you can sell it for how many? 5% up. And then you need to be on sale, right? You need to have an influencer. You need to get an influencer to have a code, and you type that in, you get 5% off and 10% off. So you need to consider that 10%. How much are you making from like HG kit anyway? You do you make like $1, $2 from like if it's like a $15 kit, do you make like even like make like $2? I don't know. It's a tough business, especially with shipping. Like shipping is what like a lot of Gundam stores are shipping is like what like $10. That's like who's gonna buy a HG kit that costs like $12 or $15 and then pay $10 shipping? That's too much. God, dude, like the margin is not even 2x profits. No way. No, I think it's so small. I think there are like a few stores that really peaked. There are a few Gundam stores that popped up or peaked during the pandemic because like there's like a weird demand for like puzzles and model kits. I think that, and then there's like that's when like Amazon Gundam pricing goes up like triple, and now it's tough. Now it's tough, I think. And then shipping, a lot of stores are doing flat rate shipping and paying any amount over. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I think like you want people to like buy like honestly, I don't know how it works out in the deal like business wise with like the shipping carriers, but I think it's like you kind of you make more it's better if you buy like in bulk. I think it's why a lot of stores selling P-Bandai kits, for example, on the sides. Yeah, yeah, you get those people like when you sell like those double cost P-Bandais, right? Like you get like a $30, 3,000 yen P-Bandai thing, and then they sell it for $60. And like the either somebody who's new to Gundam, they'll buy it for $60. They're like, oh, I'm gonna buy this little kid for $60 because I don't know how big it is. And then they pay $60 a P Bandai, and then they get it and build it. It's tiny. They get disappointed. But yeah, or somebody who's just desperate, they couldn't find it anywhere on eBay, and they sell it, um, then and buy it on from a store, right? I think that's why a lot of stores. Yeah, it's man, P Bandai. It's definitely not going away. People are gonna keep buying it. In that regard, eBay is good since I guess shipping labels at commercial rates, so it's not as expensive. Okay, yeah, the fees on eBay is it's all about the it's all about the working out the percentage. I think honestly like P Bandai, if people are buying it double price on eBay, that's probably like the best play. Like I think that's the best money you can get from selling model kits. So I saw some guy like someone left a comment a while back on YouTube. It's like, oh, I bought this event event only master grade version Katoki double Zeta. It's a clear like semi translucent one. He bought it for $112 and was hoping to sell it. And he was trying to sell it back to like a store. And I was like, no way, no way. Like, no store is going to buy your event special models, Master Grade Gundam Zeta, because that's how much they want to sell it for. They're not going to sell it for $120. They're going to get it for 60 or I don't know, like $50 and then sell it for 100. You cannot sell it back to the store for that price. You have to sell it on eBay, and you got to take a hit from the fees and the shipping, right? So if I buy something for like $20, I'll list 20. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's around like the number that people are going for. I think like if you want to make more, I think you just gotta get like one of those like you gotta take a gamble and get one of those like P Bandai, I guess. I think in that metric, with that metric, you can get like a metal bill, right? Like if you get like a metal bill, whatever. I mean, there's only a few metal bills. It's a Strike Gundam, Strike Noir, whatever. But get like a Strike Noir or something, or and then sell it for $500. I guess. Do people buy that? Do people buy it at $500? And right, you get it for $400. Then you get then that offsets the fees, I guess, and the shipping. And it's plus like I think metal bills are smaller, so then you make more money that way, I guess. But you gotta, I guess you do have to spend the initial price of buying that freaking metal bill, right? Like that's what they're investing their money on nowadays. They wanted, instead of selling master grades, they're selling metal bill, which they, I guess they get a larger margin. And metal bills are made in China and not made in Japan, so the cost of metal bills to make to make metal bills, it costs probably less, and it doesn't have like all the internal engineering, that the internal frame that to figure out. So they just less shipping because the boxes are smaller. So yeah, I think that's why they move on to selling a lot of metal builds. Um, I mean, but and then you can notice like metal Bandai, like with Bandai metal builds, they're still a little, they're kind of what's the best word to describe? They're kind of cowardly. They're kind of cowardly about releasing metal builds too, right? Like you can see the model the mobile suit they release on metal builds. It's always like either Strike, which you can like get like sell the weapon packs. You can get the Astray. You can sell different colors of Gundam Astray, and with different weapon pack. Even like Exia, they have like Estrella. They always release like a metal build that has like multiple, that can use the same mold for multiple releases. So they are not even released anything. Maybe like the Katoki metal composite, like the Goof. It's kind of a little bit more special, I guess, but then it's also kind of half Zaku or something. But the higher the retail is also reasonable, since metal build go out of stock and very rarely get reprinted. So a lot of people rationalize paying so much. Yeah, I think FOMO, and this is kind of what I was saying about Bandai not really holding true to that, because like with like metal build, I think it was Strike Freedom. They're not going to release it again, but then they did release it with a special color painting edition. I'm not too worried about it though, because like and then they're probably going to release a metal build Mighty Strike Freedom too. Yeah, reusing same molds. Yeah, you know why? Like, you know what I think? Like the Mighty Strike Freedom backpack, it's mainly because the metal build, because they want to re-release the Strike Freedom with the Mighty Strike Freedom backpack. They want to turn the Strike Freedom into a Strike Gundam, so they can release multiple different backpacks. You know what I think? That's why they have a Strike, whatever the Mighty Freedom is, so they can release different weapon packs for the Strike Freedom, and people they sell it for like 150 per backpack, make a lot of money. For that reason, I'm scared about the day when we get MGX. Yeah, so many variants. They're gonna. I bet they're still making money off of the original Exia. That's why they haven't moved forward from it, and that's the only reason. Like people are they're probably still getting enough purchases from. What was the last P Bandai Exia? It was the Australia, the red one, on a master grade. I bet they're still getting purchases from that. So yeah, they're gonna do that, and it's gonna be a big release. I think Exia is very popular because it did get the PG treatment. So yeah, they're gonna do probably like a mini PG on the Exia, and then you're gonna have to rebuy everything again. Like you're gonna have to rebuy all the variants. Mighty Strike Freedom will probably get a peep on a DLC for the MGX. Yes, for sure. They might even re-release the MGEX as a Mighty Strike Freedom. I was surprised that the MG is the Wing Zero custom EW. Oh yeah, I think. Yeah, I bet. So I think Babatos was the first one. I think Babatos might have been. Babatos is very popular in the U.S. I think so. Maybe they're going for the U.S. market. Maybe because China has like bad. Maybe the Chinese market is not doing not so well right now because of their economy. So maybe that's why they released a Babatos, and then now it's the. I think the next popular thing to release in the U.S. would be the Wing Zero because the Endless Waltz. Yeah, Freedom is first. Oh yeah, Freedom. Yeah, you're right. Freedom. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, I bet they released it based on popularity, and then they didn't do Gundam on an SD, which I think is weird, right? They decided to release Gundam first. They decided to release Gundam on the RG 2.0. Yeah, who knows? I bet they really follow the metric. They only I think it just cost them so much money to develop these model kits nowadays, especially with the rising cost of the plastic. They have to go based on popularity. I was hoping for a MG Babatos Lupus and Lupus Rex as Shizuka official. Man, I it's the fact that they released Babatos Rex as a P Bandai expansion, and also that the Babatos Rex was released as a P Bandai on that. There's like a metal. There's like a I forgot what it's like half complete model kits. They released Babatos as a P Bandai on that sixth form on that. I think that probably the reason it's probably not that popular. Maybe that's why. I think they're holding back on the Lupus and Lupus Rex, but I would love to see it. I would love to. I mean, Lupus Rex is really awesome. How are you feeling about the RG Akatsuki using the ORG strike inner frame? Are they using the? Are they really using the ORG strike inner frame for the Akatsuki? Oh my god! No way! It's saving. They really. I think that means that if they do that, that means they're kind of they're trying to save money because like there's no reason, right? Like if they're doing if they're planning a RG version 2.0 of the original Gundam, then right if they're doing the RG 2.0 of the original Gundam, right? Then they gotta do a original version RG 2.0 of the Strike Gundam. No way. I thought it was the new frame. Some parts look reused. Screenshot of the arm show the nub mark. I, I wouldn't be if they do that. I wouldn't be surprised. If they do that, then I wouldn't be surprised that they did. But I think they probably. Um, I think it's gonna be okay. I think if there's any, I haven't. I think if there's some, they probably fix any bad parts that was in the RG reframe, but yeah, it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. I think they're gonna do it tastefully. I think they're gonna reuse it tastefully. But it's not like the new Bandai. Like Bandai in the past 10 years, they do so much reuse and just like save costs here and there. MG Akatsuki should be a thing. They could use the RM. Yes, they could. But I think it's also gonna cost like $100. It's gonna be 100 yen because the metal plating. I think the chrome plating. I don't think Akatsuki hasn't. There hasn't been one Akatsuki release that wasn't chromed. But yeah, like I think it's gonna be peeps. Yeah, yeah. I think we know the Shiranui right now. They released the I forgot which one. I forgot the name, but the one with the funnels, the Dragoon unit's gonna be P Bandai for sure. It's got the Dragoon, the right the RG. I think the HG one or the no brand 100 scale one was actually pretty good. P Bandai with both packs in a box, so you have to buy two sets. Oh my god, Owashi, yes, correct, 100%, 100%. That's what they're gonna do. Oh my god, man, they got us. They probably has like they know how to extract the maximum amount of money from all the fans. They know like I know like I'm gonna like I'll call it out that RG they use reusing the RG Strike Gundam frame, but I'll call it out, but I'm still gonna be like, oh, I kind of still want to buy it. I still kind of want to buy it. It's not enough to deter me from buying it. The Archie is the Owashi version, so trying to get a Peabody now. Yes, yes. Oh my god, the backpack DLC. Oh my god, I was just saying that that's why that's why they give Strike Freedom a new backpack, right? Because so they can sell even more backpack for the Strike Freedoms, right? They introduced this new idea that now Strike Freedom takes backpack now, so we're gonna sell more backpacks, and they're gonna sell like $150 backpacks for the metal builds. That's what they're gonna do. Bandai CEO is probably looking at Call of Duty. Oh my god, they probably got like EA or some company to be the CEO. Yes, yes, the monetization strategies. I was yeah, no, I don't think I think at this rate, they're gonna release a model kits with no weapons. They're gonna release weapons like no weapons, and then you're gonna have to buy the hands. You're gonna have to buy the different hands. You have to buy the rifle. You're gonna have to buy the beam saber, the saber. That's what they're gonna do. You're gonna have to do like that's what they're gonna do eventually, right? It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't even if it costs like what, like $5 or $10, it probably won't cost. It's probably cost more than that, but it's annoying. It's just disgusting. It's like they leave a bad taste in your mouth. Watch them release a model kit with the parts all separated, right? Like they kind of. I bet they're testing that with the what is it, the Gundam G frame, the G frame, right? Like in the Shokukan, the candy model, the candy foods, right? They're gonna sell the frame separately, and then they sell the armor on a different box. They're testing that. Maybe they're using that metric to determine. Maybe we should sell the inner frames separately. Watch them release model kit with all parts. Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, that's what they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it, and the problem is they're not gonna get any backlash. I don't think they're gonna get any backlash. I think it's just. I don't think. I'm not sure if like based on what I've seen. I don't live in Japan. I don't really consume that much Japanese news media, but I don't think Japanese companies get a lot of backlash. That's just so I don't think they do. I think they're able to control the media so well that I don't think they'll like people are just like, oh my god, we love this, we love Bandai, and then instruction are an extra, yeah. Yes, they're gonna. Hmm. Oh my god, yes, they'll do all that stuff, man. Like if you want like a physical version of the if you want instruction manual, you gotta pay extra money, like the video games, right? Um, oh my god, they're gonna do it. We're gonna see it, and like people are just gonna accept it. People are just gonna accept it, like especially like all the new model built, all the Gundam like the new fans, they don't know any better. Like they never lived in the early 2000s. They never buy model kits back in the early 2000s, so they don't know how great they were. They're gonna do it. And then all the new kids just like, oh my god, I gotta pay extra for these backpacks. I love it. I'm gonna post it on social media so people know I have the. Oh my god, watch. Oh my yeah, and they try, right? It wasn't there like a. I bet they I bet they planned. There wasn't there like a metaverse of Gunpla. What happened to that? Right? Like they did a trailer. Like, did anyone want to do it? Like a metaverse of Gunpla? Come on, who's doing that? Who's who's gonna like? You're gonna have a digital version of your model kits. It's crazy. The young kids are gonna love it. Oh my god. Meanwhile, they should be releasing things like Dynasty Warrior. Oh yes, yeah. I think Koei is dying. Like they released the last Dynasty Warrior, not the Gundam one, but I don't think it was very good. I played it; it wasn't very good. But they're gonna. You mean like re-releasing? Yeah, that's like one of the actual like the Extreme Versus and Dynasty Warriors are like the few actually really good games on Gundam games. One of the few. Like a lot of them are kind of lame. Extreme Versus is really fun. I've been playing I started playing the Zaft versus Rengol, the Federation versus Zaft +2 again on the PS2. It's still really good. The Gundam Seed one. Yeah, that's a fun system. Yeah, I think Koei is not doing well. They haven't released any Dynasty Warrior games for a while. It'll be awesome to see more though. I want to see it. Let's see. Yes. Sure. I think what needs to happen is for new Gundam anime to take a break for a year or so and just stick with new kids and update versions of old kids. Oh boy, don't get them any ideas. The Witch of Mercury, which I haven't watched. I'm familiar with all the releases, but I can kind of piece together the stories. Too late. Yeah, you should. They're gonna. Oh man, right? Like get them to hire. We'll send all these ideas to Bandai, and she's gonna completely ruin the Gunpla building community. I wouldn't be surprised if Bandai CEO secretly. Oh my god, yeah, I bet. I bet. I think there's definitely a change in administration in Bandai. There's definitely like you can feel how it's like right. The new Bandai is kind of different than the old Bandai. They're more like back in they care little bit more about fans back in the early 2000s, and now they just kind of you can feel it. You can feel that they're trying to maximize profit. Man, they're gonna be like they're gonna suicide you. No, I don't think they're gonna be like Bowen. Sorry, I don't know. They're gonna be like Bowen. They're gonna You don't want to be a whistleblower these days. It's like don't announce any of our secrets. Come on. The problem with I think these companies just got too big. That's a problem. I think they don't really have competition either. Like Bandai, like Gundam, I think they own most of the rights to Gundam, and no one else can make Gundam model kits or toys. So they I mean, I guess third parties are the only competitors to some degree. Uh, but I mean, I think if you need to have at least two or three really big competitors, right? Like you need to have Apple, you need to have like you need to have Samsung to make phones, you need to have Apple make phones, you need to have Google to make phones. That's how they have competition to make better phones. But like with Sunrise owns Bandai and Bandai Spirits, so they have 100%. Yeah, when you have monopolies, that's how they control you, and it gets boring, right? Like you want to. I mean, Kotobukiya to some degree they do release model kits as well, but they're not Gundam. It's not the same, right? Right? Like Armor Core, they like you see Bandai releasing Armor Core model kits, but then I feel like I think those brand hold like those patent holder or the copyright holder, they have some degree, they have some control to some degree to tell you, for example, like Armor Cores, okay, you can only release the smaller version of like a 30 millimeter mission or 30-minute mission of the Armor Cores, but then Kotobukiya, you get to release one like a bigger scale of model kits. I think to some degrees the patent holder have control of that. Like you can see that in Evangelion as well. Like RG, they don't want to they don't want the brands to compete against each other. Yeah, Kotobukiya owns the model kits rights to Rockman, but watch Bandai buy that license soon enough to release all the variants on P Bandai. Yeah, like right, like they did. Kotobukiya has all that Rockman, and then oh man, they're gonna all the variants. Yes, that's a ton of oh my god, that's a ton of variants, right? Like they can didn't they release like a SH Figure Arts or like a Robot Damashi version of Rockman a while back? Yeah, and notice how Bandai has been doing other franchises like Evangelion and Gar. I think Bandai is trying to do others. I think they just have the capacity to kind of stick their business into other people's business to kind of fuck with them a little bit. I think like the Zabango didn't like. I think Zabango they tried to release in Hasegawa, and they have a Good Smile release something at different sizes, and Bandai decided to do a P Bandai of Zabango just because they can. Like Wave was producing Vodums. Vodums. I don't know how to pronounce it. I only read those words. I don't say that words. But yeah, Vodums like Bandai decided to stick their business into it as well. Um, if they do Gurren Lagann RGs, it's game over. Yeah, they might, right? Like but what was the last Gurren Lagann? They did some Katoki signature, right? They did some they do some Chokogin, I think. They did some the food, the candy toys. Yeah, if they start releasing RGs of right, I think yeah, you're right. The Gaogai Gar you're talking about, I forgot about the RG Gaogai Gar, right? I forgot about it. And you're right. They did the Evangelion RGs. They did the Gaogai Gar RGs. They're gonna maybe you'll see MG version Gurren Lagann kits. That could be. I would if they do a version Katoki of the Gurren Lagann because they did the Ka signature of a while back. There was a Katoki line of maybe you do like a virtual on of Master Grade virtual on. I don't think people was. I don't think they'll sell enough. I don't know. I feel like they're not gonna. They're too pussy. Bandai's too pussy to release it because they're afraid that it's gonna fail. It's not gonna make money. Virgin Katoki X, yeah. That'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. I think man, that guy, how does he do all the designs like Katoki? Like he's doing so many things. Like does he ever stop working, or does he have apprentices? Like he's doing so many. Dude, like all the variants, like P Bandai, all the variants. Oh my god. Although it's does Katoki have P Bandai stuff? Maybe not, right? Oh, the only P Bandai Katoki was the V2, right? Master Grade V2 Assault Buster. They do have so Katoki does have P Bandai. Okay. Right. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yeah, V2 Katoki, and what else is um probably some version Katoki has. Yeah, I guess that's like a variant of like a special finish. Oh yeah, no, you're right. The expansions. Yes, the enhanced version and the full armor version of New Gundam. Yeah, you are correct. Yes, the High New Gundam full armor High New Gundam was and the HWS with the blue clear parts. Yes, you're right. Yeah, dude, like the unicorn. Right, Zeta's gonna get those the three variants from Gundam Evolve. The 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 red Viper and the gray. What is the yellow one? That's the Shin Matsunaka or pilots. The yellow one, and the white unicorn. The green diver version for Amuro. Um, what else? What else is got? Yeah, they're gonna go crazy. They're gonna go nuts on the Zeta for sure. Narrative Gundam. Oh man, Narrative Gundam looks so good. Yeah, the backpacks. Well, like I think the APAC the APAC is gonna be what, like probably like $100, probably plus more. Just the pack itself is gonna be 100. So I think maybe less, probably 80. I think it's gonna be like 120 full. Uh, and then like the B pack, it's like what, like it's gonna be 100. Yeah, full armor Thunderbolt plus Psycho Zaku. Both got P Bandai. Yes. The one with the damaged version, right? You know what I want to see? I want to see the Thunderbolt version of the Perfect Gundam, and then I wanted to use the Psycho Zaku inner frame. That'd be really cool. Right. The P Bandai version of Thunderbolts. It comes with those like little damage color, like those space junk parts. Those are really fun. Where's the MG version Katoki Atlas? Yeah, Atlas. I don't think Atlas. Yeah, you could get like it's the body's gotta be the ball, like the ball. Um, I think it's just, yeah. Where is it? I don't think it's popular enough. Maybe when they make more animes or maybe they because they stopped releasing the anime of Thunderbolts. If they keep going, they're gonna release more. Don't forget the EW version. Yeah, they gotta all the EWs, the U kids, all the U's. Oh my god, those um all the weapon packs, I can't believe the Endless Wars version of the some of these Wing Gundam releases are P Bandai only. That's kind of annoying. The heavy arms. Oh yes, correct. Yes, you are correct. I was trying to think if Katoki does like put like a stop or something to say, okay, you cannot release P Bandai on my kids, but I don't think it didn't happen. What I noticed as well is I was wondering if Studio Kara, like Evangelion, put a stop on P Bandai release of the Evangelion RG, but but then they released Eva 4 Unit 4, and then they released the weapon pack. But I thought maybe they put a Kara was like, okay, you cannot release P Bandai on this, but that's why I was kind of going. But yeah, P Bandai is just gonna, yeah, the 04, the fourth unit is that's the one. And then, oh yeah, night version, the night version, and then the Spear of Longinus version. Correct, you are correct. You think Katoki would say no to P Bandai when it means that he'll get more money? Dude, I don't think that guy is he like, how much is he getting paid? It's either a lot or like way less than we think. I hope it's a lot. That guy doesn't stop working. Or does he have a team? Like, does he have a team of people working? I bet it's gotta be, right? Because like you see a ton of illustration. You see like he designed the whole unicorn mobile, like all the mobile suits from unicorn were designed by him. Um, it's ton of work, and then he's got to deal with all the model kits supervising. He did all the HGUC, like a bunch of HGUC was designed by him as well. Gets a little compared to each other. I don't, yeah, to each other, but there's a shit ton products besides. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's. I wonder if it's like full. Is a staff or is he freelance? I bet he's probably staff, right? Oh man, he's like that guy. I hope he makes. I hope he gets paid well. I hope he's not like just. I hope I don't find like we don't find out that he actually gets paid very little for all the work he's doing, and that he's just doing it for fun. But anyway, swimming money. I hope so. I hope so, because like sometimes like you're like, like in I'm talking about uh like if you work for Marvel, or like if you work with DC and you're a writer, that you don't get a lot of money. Like if you're an artist, I don't know how that. I know, like I'm glad that like people like Akira, the Dragon Ball, right? Like Dragon Ball guy, and like all those manga artists get a lot of money. I'm happy that, as they should. Um, but I don't know. I hope Katoki's not. Yeah, Frozen Teardrop. Yeah, right. Like they haven't even finished designing them, did they? They released, like they released the Prometheus Gundam, and that's about it. And they stop right there. Did they release more of it? They have the Epion. They have like a three-headed the white Epion. The designs are done, and the novel is done. Oh, I heard people have bad reviews about it, right? Am I wrong? But doesn't hurt them. Like you can still release the model kits with bad reviews. Who cares? I think the Snow White would be really cool. Like official Snow White. I know that they have the metal. What is it? The metal composite Snow White. There's a GFF. Yes. Yeah, no kits yet, but that looks good. And then third party is going nuts on that. They released so many versions of third party Snow White conversion kits. Yes, fixed figuration. Yeah, those are the fixed figurations are cool. I kind of like it a little bit more than Metal Bill. I don't know why. I feel Metal Bill is just too money grabby. That's the only reason. I like the fixed figuration. Psycho Gundam was a weird release, and I love it. I love how weird, how cool it is. Someone should make a drone with. They should. They should. What kind of drone? Like the flying? Oh, like a flying with the fan on the back. They should. So it looks like it's flying. Like I went straight to the war zone a little bit, but I forgot that there are camera drones as well. Aren't you Zeta gonna transform drone and have it crash on purpose? Oh yeah, right. Like crash into that the O, right? Just like go like just go straight into it. but get some of the Victory Gundam drones, right? Like the helicopter, beam helicopter with a shield. I think there's a lot of potential, but I think yeah, someone should custom make those. I bet like if there's a will, like with 3D printer, you just like if you have the time, somebody like most people can do it. I think the official release is just gonna be tough. Like they're a little stingy on the crazy releases. Oh yeah, you should. Yeah, man, just they gotta you're giving them ideas, but then you gotta they gotta make sure they make money. That's a tough part. That's a tough part, bro. Because they gotta like if somebody go with any of these ideas and then they don't make like millions of dollars for Bandai, they're gonna have to they're gonna get fired. Yes. Dude, they gotta you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna say if you what's gonna happen if you tell them all these ideas, they're gonna say, oh, that's a terrible they're gonna say that's a bad idea to you. And then a year later they're gonna release it. That's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do. They'll be like, oh, I don't. We'll never do that. And then a year later, and they'll be like, oh no, they don't like the idea. And then a year later, you'll see like a product release with exactly what you described. That's how they roll. Yes, right. Season. I think that's how they do things. I think that's how they do things in Japan. I think that's how the lawyers do things in Japan. They're gonna cease and desist you even before it's just like oh yeah, was that like the was that the Dragon Momoko or something? The turnaround time of making, I think the turn, and then they got in. I think they did get officially cease and desist, and then but they're still making model or something. Yeah, I actually yeah, that's I actually looked into that one. Um, it doesn't look bad. It's got the bootleg version has the whip that's actually made of clear parts, like the red clear parts. So it's like a heated heated whip, but then like the official releases just had no accessories. Typical P Bandai releases, you know. Oh, really? They stole it? Damn. I bet yeah, I mean, right, like as soon as that's what happens, right? Like Kotobukiya starting making model kits in China or Hong Kong, maybe Hong Kong and China back in it's like when Super Robot Wars. It was like early 2000s, and then years later, all the like the rise of the Chinese bootleg is just unstoppable now, right? They just have they all of a sudden they became really good at making model kits in China. So I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It's like that's how they do things over there, right? Like No complaints though. I think Bandai does need competition. I mean, considering that they have the monopoly on Gunpla. Thoughts on that? Thoughts on the entry grade DLC? Entry grade. I'm not too happy about the quality of the entry grade. I don't know if like this, like they use so the hip of the entry grade Gundam is not made with ABS, but with like a regular plastic, so it does break pretty easily. And somebody did comment on that, like the hip breaking, and I saw that comment. I was like, you probably you fucking you noob. You probably not posting it properly. But then later, like a week later, mine broke as well. So jokes on me. Yeah. So I'm not a super fan of entry grade. It's like I feel like just go straight to HG. Why even do entry grade? I mean, I like how entry grade is the proportions are really nice, but I just don't. I don't know. Maybe it is entry grade. Maybe it's not for people like who's built model kits for a while. I think maybe it is uh for younger folks or who someone who's trying to. It's like it's like gateway drug, right? Like the gateway drugs of like just like maybe it's like for some people who's new to not spend a lot of money. Getting DLC pack, yeah. I think I just I don't think it's the DLC pack. I think they should just release like a HG version, like HGC version. I think they had an older version, like the old Seed HG, but um, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't think I'm really excited about it. I think it is something. It is like it's something. What do you think about it? Are you excited about it? Yeah, a waste of resources. I think uh some of the entry grade for not for Gundam, but the entry grade for like Kimetsu Kaiba, like the Demon Slayers, it's actually and Dragon Balls are actually really cool. But that's like it's not really entry grade. It's like actually impressive model kits. Like, but like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like entry grade is like if I walk into like a 7-Eleven, and then I'm just like, I see some and I just buy it out of impulse at like a checkout aisle. Maybe it's one of those things, but I don't think it's not really worth collecting. I mean, uh, in my opinion, I think maybe they use it to gauge popularity. Maybe they use it to gauge like the how much demand there is for like a bigger release. Mess to deal with the SD, BB Senshi, SDEX, right? Like that's a thing. That's a like Bandai just they keep releasing like really they keep adding category like different names like SDC like cross what like the cross silhouette versus the extender. It's like the same thing, no? And the MGSD is like just the MG version of those, I guess. Um, that's for cheaper kids and MG for eh. I think so. Why not? Right? Full mechanics as well. It's a little weird. Like wasn't like full mechanics was like wasn't full mechanics like a blood iron blooded orphan exclusive grade or something, right? They keep adding different tier kits, and then that's one thing. Yeah, that's like indecisive. The indecisiveness of Gundam marketing is notorious, in my opinion. It's they would say, right? Like, wasn't there like um, all Gundam like for HG? Wasn't they try to make every Gundam? Wasn't like they always have this like grand plan? They announce like, oh, the all Gundam project. It's and then they would make like a video, like a promotional video on it. It's like, yeah, all Gundam project being released, or like the Gundam Evolve project, and then you would just stop hearing about it like after a while. Full Mechanics is basically original IBO only for no great, but now they do it for the G Witch as well, and then they do some. Now it's for like the UC, like the UC kids are getting Full Mechanics as well. It seems. Right, Reborn 100. Right, like what happened? Like, why not stick with Reborn 100? They stop with the Zaku, the F2, or I forgot the number, but yeah, like they stop with that Zaku, and then that's it. Like Reborn 100. It's just like, come on, dude. Like the indecisiveness is it's annoying. Not annoying, but just weird. Like I mean, it's up to like they can do whatever they want with their kids, but it's weird to see it. Dude, send that to yes. Don't send that to me, bro. I can't help you. Send it to I don't know. Do you want to work for Bandai though? Are you sure? Like, just you serious? They're gonna. I don't think they treat you very. I don't think they treat their employees very well. From what, like, I don't know. I don't. Do they? Ah, dude. Like, if you look at I think the indecisiveness, just the indecisiveness of their announcements and stuff shows. Yeah, if you're the dude, you don't want to guess. You don't want to be the CEO. You want to be the board members. The CEO is just the biggest manager, but then they still take shit from the board members. You want to be the owner. Yeah, just be the hire me to be the owner. Dude, like imagine if like how funny would it be if like yeah, like how funny would it be if like Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk become like a Gundam fan and they just buy like just straight up buy out Bandai Gunpla department and just make whatever like that's like if I'm like how funny would that be, right? Like you just oh, okay, I'm gonna let that sink in, and then they just like they just build a model kit of like a sink, and then they just buy Gundam and just they buy the whole company of Gundam. PlayStation should buy Bandai. They uh they would probably make pretty good games. Yeah, maybe Sony buying Bandai. Maybe they probably would up the quality of the. Maybe I think they will probably have a clear direction on the marketing. I think Sony does have better the promo like a PlayStation. I wonder why people don't do it as much. I wonder if they don't. I wonder how much money the Gundam, like the toy divisions, make. Maybe they don't make as much money. Maybe they make better profit with the. I wonder. I wonder. I don't. I wonder if toy companies are profitable. I think you have to be really big. I guess so. I guess so. I mean, I think. Right. They are. They are kind of right. Like it's one of the drugs. It's one of those things, right? Like video games. The PlayStation's got their own drugs, right? Like the video games. Uh, hold on a second. I'm just gonna send this email. What's the Bandai Namco games probably? Yeah, for sure. Like like I bet the DLC and the microtransactions are probably doing quite well. I think that's where it's at. Like mobile games and microtransactions. That's where it's at. I think people just make mobile games and then they just collect cash. Dude, profitable? Yeah, for sure. For sure they're profitable because they're not good games because they don't even have to try to make good games to make money. That's why like right? Like they just make enough money to just slap a name on that game. They're definitely profitable because they're not even trying. Like people are buying the games even though it's not good. Right? The jump game arcade scene. Is it? Really? Maybe. Maybe. Hopefully I wonder maybe. You might be right. I think the pachinko, like the pachinko is the little slot machine thing in Japan is definitely profitable. Arcade, I wonder what happened after COVID, but you might be right. You might be right. I don't know. Imagine PlayStation owning all of that. Oh, I think that's where maybe they don't. I think maybe they just want to. Yeah, I mean, Sony. I mean, if it, I just wonder if I wonder if model kits make a lot of money. I don't wonder if people want to make model kits. Maybe. God of War in the Gundam game. God of War Plamo. Yeah, I think right, like get one of those. I think you'll probably see it in the SH figure arts if at some point if it ever happens. I'm happy. I'm happy. I mean, we probably don't like entry grade God, like entry grade. I guess we're getting close with the From Software. I think with the, right, you gotta get a little bit of P Bandai in there, right? Like P Bandai to get the right. Like you gotta put in a little P Bandai to kind of fuck with the fans a little bit. You cannot make them too happy. You cannot make them too happy. That's Kratos Gundam. Kratos Gundam. Maybe like a Gundam series based on the Northern mythology could be interesting. Like a Zeus Gundam or something. Could be interesting. Oh, maybe speaking of Zeus Gundam, G Gundam new. What is G Gundam? The G Gundam new. Is it just like a few episodes or is it like a whole series? I doubt it's gonna be a whole series. Let's go. Boobas in the animus. Dude, you gotta what's that controversy we have right now with the what is it? There's like a company that you want to that game companies consults to make everything PC. You're not gonna get any boobas, bro. You're gonna get attacked. You gotta get maybe the Japanese only releases. We're gonna get some of that. Sweet Candy, or what is it, like the Sweet Candy Company or Sweet Candy Jesus or something? I forgot the name. Like the consultant against boobas. After that, he came out with the boob. Oh, yeah. I think streaming in a different country is completely complete. They have like a completely different reaction to everything. Were they like, did they cover their mouths like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I've never seen boobas before. Oh my god. Oh really? No, she's lying. She's lying, dude. She's definitely lying for like to get viral or something, dude. Like if you're playing a game where like the intro fight is like smashing this guy's head against a rock and blood's everywhere, you're gonna see some boobas, bro. Right? Like in God of Wars, right? Of all games, with like where you just like blood everywhere, man. You just no. You should expect some crazy shit happening in that game, dude. She's all about perverted content. Okay, yeah, right. Like I bet that's a huge hit in Korea, like softcore stuff. Because isn't Korea doesn't Korea ban porn or something? So is China, dude. Man, like those like, dude, if you ban porn, the bet you're gonna go for the next best thing, dude. You're gonna go watch kind of naked people on stream and rake in all the money. Dude, they gotta do man. Dude, if you're gonna my here's my hot take on like looking at girls online or streaming. I was just like, why don't you just like go straight to porn? You know, like not you, but I mean, I don't judge, but I'm just like, I just wonder if it's like, yeah, I was smirking. I was like, but then I was like, just go straight to porn, dude. Just like why? Like, like when I watch a movie and I see like there's like a like people have like you can tell that they're trying to show like a sex scene or something. I was just like, dude, like if I want to see a sex scene, I just watch porn. It's like I can just pick up my like I can just, it's everywhere. But yeah, I mean, I get it. I get it though. Like sometimes you want to be like, I get that. Like in on Twitch, like if you're talking to like a girl, like you're like, dude, like it's you get a hit. You get like a hit of like, oh, you're talking to this almost naked person. I get it. She, right? Like you make like, your OnlyFans sites or something. Oh, okay. In streaming, I'm not too comfortable with like a computer. Maybe I'll just turn on see and then think at my current state. I'm also I'm through my work. If you talk and I'll come back and